Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines we have for you today. UAE stablecoin, Ripple partner news, ACI, Softbank, UAE, stage is being set, ladies and gentlemen. And what XRP price could look like with 10 and $14 trillion market thereafter. We got that and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content at the top of the screen right now. $1.13 trillion market cap. The market is off by 0.6% right now. Bitcoin 27,800 plus. Ethereum 1,600 and change. Tether market cap is 83.4 billion plus, and we still don't know how the U.S. government really feels about it. XRP number 5 spot is 52 cents. We're off by 0.5% on the 24-hour and off by 0.2 on the 7-day. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. It's I Trust Capital. I know you've heard me talk about it, but I talk about it the way I talk about other products. I don't offer anything that I don't use. That's the bottom line. I'm a customer first, as I was here, and it's a great product and service. And if you want to buy crypto and not pay taxes, it's through an IRA, through a regulated company and framework. That's what feels so good about this. Empower yourself, get your own back office, roll over your 401k. And I know there's a lot of people out here that have lost jobs or changed jobs, and they've got to do something with their 401k. Well, click the link and check out all the options here. You will not be sorry that you did. Let's start right here. It's Ed Greg Crypto, and we still have DAI in exile, and I am an official digital asset investor account while he is in exile, and I encourage all of you to do the same so we can bring attention to this. He has been wrongly suspended on this platform, and he should be reinstated immediately. I don't know why it's taken this long, but I can tell you this, the fight will not go away. In fact, the army is getting bigger. Help us get DAI back on this platform. And let's go one step further and help us get X and Elon Musk to put some kind of system in place so if there has been some kind of misstep by a content creator, we can understand what those missteps are. Why isn't there any kind of a warning system set up for this platform? I mean, Elon Musk himself has stated he wants this to be a super app. Well, if you want it to be a super app, then it needs to have super rules, because we all need to know what the guidelines are in order to be able to build a community and run a business on a platform that's supposed to be better than anything else out here. Make sure you retweet and share. Let's get him restored. Well, we start very quickly right here. It's the FTX debacle. We know co-conspirators have been testifying against Sam Bankman fraud. John Deaton says here, I believe she cut the first deal, or she's first to cut a deal. He says, I bet she provides an accurate depiction of Sam, soulless. As for her credibility as a witness, when I was a federal prosecutor, I explained to the jury, when sins are conceived in hell, there are no angels for witnesses. Oh boy, what a line. Let me tell you something. Here's a little fact not a lot of people know. John Deaton has never lost a case. And I tell you, this guy knows what's going on. If you want to know somebody reading the tea leaves, this man knows. So I can bet, you know, that what they say, the old adage, first to squeal gets the deal. They've been rolling on him. Meanwhile, Ripple CTO shares his new insights on XRP Ledger automated market maker feature up for voting here. This is a very, very key amendment to the Ledger here. It can be if it passes. We will have to wait to see what happens here. But CTO David Schwartz has encouraged validators within the XRP Ledger to vote for the automated market maker feature only if the community is in agreement. Taking to X, Ripple CTO recently ignited a conversation about AMM's feature on the XRP Ledger and said AMMs are the weird DeFi trick everyone's talking about. And it says here, promoting decentralized ethos. With intriguing posts, community members asked how long it would take before the AMMs would go live on the XRP Ledger after a governance vote. Responding, Schwartz said, the amendment be backed by the majority. The changes could come up within 2 weeks. Buttressing on the majority vote, the executive noted that no validator is supporting the vote for now, as far as he is aware. The AMM feature was introduced with Ripple version 1.1210 or 1.120, which also introduced a potential clawback feature. This AMM feature will not just introduce new trading engine, it will also facilitate linkage with the XRP ledger decentralized exchange known as a DEX. Despite the importance that many attach to the feature, Schwartz said validators should not vote solo in their bid to push the changes. However, he admonished that the community should make a decision, and then validators should nearly all vote yes when they believe the company is on board enough, the community, is on board and enough nodes support the change. Now, I love this because I think automated market makers not only can create a stabilization mechanism for XRP price, while you also have the ability to earn rewards delegating your XRP to a liquidity pool. But the other thing about this is I think it could change the design and integrity of the XRP token and be seen more as a stabilization token than it currently is today. And that'll be interesting to watch that happen in a way of maturity if it does. Speaking of maturity here, the UAE, which is really looking to be a cutting-edge crypto hub like the UK and obviously Singapore, UAE announces its first ever dirham-backed stablecoin in challenge to the US $125 billion market. Everyone's getting in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And, if we think about, the US stablecoin market being $125 billion, right? Well, if we think about that market size, think about the idea that one of those stable coins or multiple US dollar stable coins actually be approved in some kind of regulatory framework or through legislation, and instantly it is the largest stable coin legitimately run, right? I mean, that to me is extremely, extremely powerful idea to think of it that way. Now, with that being said, let's get on to this because I wanted to show you this portion of it, which is right here. First dirham-backed stablecoin DRAM launched early this week, and it says here, by Distributed Ledger Technology Research, DTR, a 10-month-old decentralized finance DeFi startup founded by former Softbank top executive. Well, then that made me think of this very quickly here, which is, remember, Softbank, a major Ripple partner in Japan. And then I was like, then my mind got going. It's like, don't forget about this. Ex-Softbank director just recently appointed as head of public policy for Washington, D.C. for Ripple Labs. Remember that? That is Linda Believe right there. So extremely, extremely interesting stuff happening here. And so is this. And let's take a look at this really quickly here. Okay, so this is where we're seeing the stage really be set, ladies and gentlemen, not only around the world, but right here. You can see this post here, Swift September 2023 presentation, major vendors, DTCC, ISDA, don't forget about that, are getting ready for UTI, right? So interoperability of digital asset tokenization. Very quickly here, let's run through this. Just quickly is facilitate interoperability between platforms across asset classes, including digital tokenization here. I'm moving quickly here. And then it shows here automated integration channels. And then I want to take you here where it says major vendors are getting ready for UTI, which is unique transaction identifiers. And again, it shows ISDA right here. Well, it makes me want to remind everybody, Ripple joins ISDA alongside of R3 to help settle $1.2 quadrillion in derivatives, ladies and gentlemen. That is extremely exciting. Then we see here ACI, which is a Ripple partner here. Real-time payment software has launched an end-to-end digital central infrastructure solution designed for central banks and financial institutions. Again, a reminder right here, ACI offers services to banks around the world. And it says here, one second, let me get that off the screen very quickly. Okay, so then you can see here, it says use of ACI offers services to banks around the world wanting to connect and leverage Swift's global GPI, which is Global Payment Initiative. ACI also supports real-time schemes around the world, meaning that any bank can use real-time payment systems to support Swift, FIN, GPI, DLT, Ripple, wire, and immediate payments, but we also know Ripple is also immediate settlement. There's a difference between instant payment and instant settlement. But let's keep going here because I want you to see this as well. Take a look. Okay, fighting some technical difficulties here, but let's move quickly because I want to stay with this. And this is Ripple partner ACI discussing their involvement with FedNow. Now, look at all these connections we're talking about here. The UAE stablecoin, former Softbank guy, former ex-Softbank executive, now the head of policy for Ripple in DC. And look at this, the ACI Ripple partner here, the FedNow connection. Take a listen.
This is the heart of the new global payments landscape, right, which is evolving rapidly. FedNow in the U.S. is Federal Reserve's first major new payment initiative that's coming out in North America in recent years. ACI has been the leader in the real-time payments across the world, and we currently support 18 real-time domestic schemes around the world, including Zelle, TCH, and now FedNow with our recent launch. So this partnership between FedNow and ACI is really valuable as we bring in these invaluable insights into the FedNow working group that would help drive the adoption and growth of this new payment type.
ACI, as you're well aware, has been a pioneer and a leader in payments, as well as real-time payments over a long period of time. And as such, we bring a wealth of experience to the work group, the Federal Reserve RFP work group, because of all the use cases and edge cases and requirements that we've seen around the world. So with that, we believe the partnership with the Federal Reserve to get RFP off the ground is going to be extremely beneficial, mutually beneficial for both ACI and real-time payments in general.
So, real-time payments is the heart of the new...
that right there. Now, listen. Now, let's take a look at this. As a quick reminder here, PSA, Public Service Announcement from Ripple, Federal Reserve, Faster Payments Council. Just a quick piece of this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Thielen. I'm the Vice President of Global Account Management at Ripple. We truly...
And again, I just covered this guy, yesterday's video, but I'm just doing it as a highlight so you see all these connections. You're in a down market. Look, I'm showing all of this because we're all in the bottom of a market here. And you can't tell me that you don't get days you wake up and go, what in the hell is going on? And am I in the right place? Well, I don't know. And I can't answer that for you because I don't give financial advice. But what I can do is take you down the path and show you my digital perspectives. And then you use that and put that against your thoughts pattern. And you know what? I get plenty of people to email me and tell me, Brad, I disagree with you. Or Brad, I agree with you. And that's fine. I'm actually not here for that. What I'm here for is to share information and help you save time so you can figure out and get to the answer you're looking for. Listen to this.
So the way we think about it is XRP Ledger is really this open source, open ledger platform that you can build a lot of different verticals on top of. And when we talk about the internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It just so happens cross-border payments with institutions is the niche that we're focused on right now. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
$10 trillion market. Now that's no fake number. That is Craig DeWitt, who used to be at Ripple, an executive. Shout out to Craig. We've heard Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson and others talk about the size of that market they're after and beyond. In times like this, you have to really go back and drill down. Now, have I got a plan to take some profits on the short end? You better believe I do. But this is what has always drawn me in to what Ripple are doing around the world to enhance and complement the financial system of the world with the use of XRP and the XRP ledger. Take a listen.
To do. And now let's jump into the $14 trillion market cap. Quick breakdown on what it could mean for XRP. Given the circulating supply of $54 billion puts XRP at $259. Given the circulating supply of $65 billion, XRP would be trading at $215. Circulating supply $75 billion, XRP would be trading at $186. And again, my final thought, is this really realistic? Yes, very much so. I just showed you guys how it would work. Keep in mind, this is just one entity.
And that's him just talking about ACI that I just walked you through, right? So this is the interesting part about it. But this is where a lot of us are. Shout out to Crypto Insight on this, and shout out to 24 Hours Crypto who had that breakdown on price. As awful as it feels right now, a new wave for crypto is coming. Now is the time to fortify your mind and your strategy. You will be selling to the haters at 10x today's prices if you can emotionally withstand the manipulation and volatility. This is what I believe. And with the early news of this video talking about automated market makers, there is the idea that we would never have to sell some of our holdings. And that, to me, is the real empowerment of why I'm really here. Because I do believe that Ripple will achieve their goal. And what it comes down to is that, to a degree, they already have. It really comes down to how much percentage, how much capture, how much market capture do you believe Ripple will gain in the financial world and with the use of XRP. And until then, we got to look at the short term. And that's how we do it right here with either Egg Rag Crypto or Dark Defender. You know, we're big fans of both. It says XRP finalized the correction after 196 back here. You see when it happened back there, right? And then he says had the wave 1 at 91 cents, which we saw. And then he says here we had wave complete 2 with the slight risk to wick final point at 39 cents. And he says here the price above the weekly Ichimoku cloud is getting closer. We will experience how bullish XRP will be above it. And this is that pivot point, that corrective structure we're really looking for here. Some tell us we got to get above 55 cents, 85 cents. But you know what? The truth is in a macro sense, we need to get above that last previous high of 196 that we had. And if we get above there, we can really start talking about that really higher price XRP from the $5 plus range, right? And then on from there, as you can see how these Elliott waves move, you get these leg down, big leg up, correction, and then another leg up, right, to finish out that 5 waves, right? So this is exciting to me. Look, everybody has a different appetite for risk, so I'm not trying to convince anybody of everything. You have to make your own mind up, and everybody has different goals that they want from their investments as well. So keep that in mind for yourself as you move forward. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I couldn't be more excited, even though we're in the fog of war with crypto, with the lack of clarity and no legislation to speak of at this point. I still believe it will all be coming. And when it does, it'll be in the 11th hour. It'll be trickle, trickle, flood. That's how I see it happening. I'll catch all of you on the next one.